Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Kat's Cottage. I'm in here this morning. I'm going to make my coffee. Hadn't made any coffee yet. Put this in my compost here, the old coffee out of there. Mix her out. Hope everybody's doing okay. I feel pretty good this morning. Caught up on some of my sleep. My sleeping time is up and down. I'm either getting good sleep or I'm not getting sleep. Okay. Some coffee down here on the cart. Okay, I guess that's about 3 scoops. That's what I use. Okay, turn her on. Get her ready to go. Okay, I got some hot water sitting in the cup. When it gets close to enough of a cup, I take that hot water and pour it in there, so I can replace the cup. Okay. Now I don't have anything going today for my meal. Get started. I don't know what to. I guess we kind of get to a point that we get tired of cooking and we've forgotten it. We don't. Anyway, that's my game. Okay, put it in here, and I'll just wait for it to start. My coffee, and I'm gonna. Oops, I'm trying to strike a match, and it's. There we go. Oh, oh. Don't you go out. Oh boy. I need to start a match company. Name it Real Matches. No, look at that. Oh, this is great. I tell you what, I'm gonna get two. Come on. Stay lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took me 6 matches. Well, okay. The match is back, and I think I might hear. Maybe I'll have a cup worth. Get up, like if I'm kicking the camera once in a while with my feet. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's plenty of coffee. Let's go back this way. My lights came on. Can y'all see them there? Yeah. They went out yesterday. They wouldn't come on. Of course, I didn't film yesterday. It was Sunday, and I decided to take a break. Um, let me scoot up. That's a big fire there. Let me see if this coffee's any good. Oh, yeah. Boy, that's some good stuff. Mm. I'm going to show y'all. Here's my candle. Got my candle here, but okay, well, I'm going to show y'all something. You know, when I told you my husband said get all these rabbits out, I think he just wanted to try to get me to move and do something. But I want to show you this one. Uh, he is probably the cutest rabbit I ever had, I think, other than a real one. Let me see if y'all can see him good enough. He's got some shoes on a stand, and they've made it zigzag, this band here, like it's a picket fence. And he's got everything on. Actually, I have him in my bedroom. He's not put away. I've got this little small shelf type thing, and he sits on it. And he's there in my bedroom. He's with me all the time. I'll turn him around. Even his butt looks real. Oh, he don't have very big ears. I mean, I'd see him as an older gentleman because he's got a cane. And yeah, so through time, his ears have gotten small. If you had big old ears, they'd probably be broke by now. But yeah, saw him in the thrift store, and I thought, oh my gosh, look at there. Are people crazy? Why haven't they picked him up? I thought, you're mine. You can come live in my house. Oh gosh. You know, when I was younger, young woman, um, I would wonder why people gave older people things like that, or one coloring books and stuff like that. I thought, what are you doing, you know? And now I see why they do, because when we get older, and I'm not that old, okay? I just look old. Um, we go back to the simple things. We start going back to simple things, and simple things were when we were a child. Not that to act childish. It's just we go back. I don't know if it's because we know we got a foot in the grave. I don't know. But yeah, he's my fella, and I think he actually had something here. Uh, I thought about if I find a little tiny bouquet Oh, he's got a tie on. Holy cow. You wasn't messing around with him. Anyway, I found some artificial little bouquet or something. I could maybe put that in his arm. Maybe he's taking it to his sweetheart. Yeah, he got a tie. That's amazing. He got a tie. He's got a pocket uh, kerchief in there, fancy one. Of course, he's got a collar, a white collar up there. Buttons, they're sewed on. Oh my goodness. And his vest, I guess I hadn't really just really looked at him. He's sitting up on the shelf and I don't really see everything. But he's got a shirt and he's got buttons on his shirt. Well, that is just cute as can be. If I keep looking, I'll probably see he's got underwear on. Well, they made him pants. No, they glued him down. I can't tell if he's got his underwear on. Coat made of burlap. That is just darling. He don't have a thing on the bottom. They put these little felt tippers on there. Um, yeah, he could use a small bouquet of flowers. Uh, or maybe I don't know if he'd be carrying carrots. No, he's got his Sunday clothes on. He's too dressed up. I've never photographed him and to look and see what his value is or see if they even sell them. These are real boots. They're made out of the same stuff as his, so it's probably a form. And his arms are wire. Uh, but they made them a bunch of different ways. I have to look that up later and see. That would just be the cutest thing. Okay, I'll quit playing dolls and drink some of this coffee. Have y'all, I know y'all have on the TV, everybody is talking about that incident in the Oval Office. Trump's a hero. No, he's a low down. Oh, he did this. Oh, he's wonderful. It's just back and forth, back and forth. And it's funny, really. And the lying that people are lying like, here I pretty much watch it because I leave it on to keep me company and hear something going on in the house, and I listen to all of it. And people are liars, liars. And when that ordeal happened, I thought, okay, I want to see the first Democrat or the first Republican jumps up and starts talking. And I'd be darned if it wasn't the one I suspected all along. He's staying on the fence. He's playing both sides. That's what he does. He plays both sides so he don't get caught at nothing. And he's hoping that if he does get caught, they'll forgive him somehow. Somehow they'll let him out of it. I just really think if they stole money and there was money, a lot of money used, they know how to research them. A lot of money used in buying a home, buying a car, or whatever. I think they need to give it back, give it to the citizens back. He stole from us. And buy a house, a car, everything like we have. Or they should make it, I don't know how they can restrict these people from getting rich off of us, but they need to figure something out. They need to figure something out. Some kind of rules. I know one rule that they need to not be able to do, and that's the stock market. They have real close information to what's going on to the stock with everything, and so they bet on the stock market and they get rich. Um, I think they really need to make that a rule. Speaking of rules, oh, I just, I'm just going to come right out. I hate those NATO people. I just hate them. I can't stand them. NATO is just another group of folks to screw America. Hey, y'all NATO over there, and we don't want to be a member anymore. Well, guess what? Before Biden left, boy, Biden, your wife told you, Jill, Dr. Jill told Biden to burn it down. Well, he did a good job on some of it. And what he did do, he just, before he left, he passed this NATO policy that I'm not sure if it can be undone because of the senators and the Congress on the other side of the aisle will try to stick with it. But what it does is it makes us we can't get out of NATO without having the Congress and the Senate to pass it. And what NATO, you probably know, but I'm just going to explain it in my crude way. If you have a group of people calling themselves NATO, and the people I mean countries, different countries, and one of them gets attacked, all the others have to defend it. So if one of those over is in attack, as America, we have to come over there, and we're the biggest, and we're the ones with the balls. We're the ones that'll fight. We have to defend it, no matter how many of us die. We're not even over there. There's an ocean between us. And that's what that little squirrel was trying to say, that the water won't make any difference because you're a member of NATO. He didn't come out and finish the rest of it, which you're a member of NATO. You'll have to come over here. You have to defend me. Well, he was telling the truth, but he didn't get it all out. And I realized it last night looking up that NATO and what's the rules, and that Biden signed an agreement of the United States. If you're a member of NATO, you stay, you defend other countries the minute they're attacked. So we're supposed to be, and that, okay, you say, well, Ukraine's not a member of NATO. I looked them up 2 different times, and it looks like they are. It looks like they are. And that's why Putin didn't want him in NATO. That's what the war started about. Putin didn't want him in NATO. And I can understand that a little bit. You've got a country that butts up against your property, like we do with Mexico and Canada, and he's a NATO, they're NATOs, and they can all decide to attack you if they don't like the way you do something, or they consider you a terrible leader, or you're doing something to your people, or you've got this rule and we don't like it and we're coming from you. That's why Putin didn't want Ukraine coming for them. So they went for them. That's not none of our business over there. We don't need to be a part of NATO. And I pray to God that Trump says, no, I don't care what Biden signed. He had Alzheimer's anyway. He was a weirdo. He was a psycho. He was trying to destroy America before he went. No, we're not doing that. I hope so, and I hope he gets his attorneys and figures a way to get out of that pretty fast. Like I said, we have nothing to do with that country over there and Europe over there. I used to think, oh yeah, I'd like to go to Italy. I'd like to go to all those countries over there. I know my relatives are from there. Oh yeah, I'd like to go over there to Scotland. I'd like to go. Where else do I want to go? Holland, where my family's from, and stuff like that. We have nothing to do with those people. I don't want to go over there. Now, I can't say it's those people. I said those people, meaning those leaders. You know, if you look at Biden and see what a rotten jerk he was, that don't mean all the Americans here are rotten jerks. It just means he is. That Trudeau, that president of Canada, what a goofball. Beta male, beta male. That can't, I've known Canadians. I've known some of them. Nice people. Do anything for you. Uh, that's not the Canadian people. And that French queer. He's I don't think all the French people can be like that. No. It's just, it's the leaders. I don't know. And all the good people, you'd think all the good people are good, including America. If we're all good people, how do we choose bad leaders? How do we do that? Now, I'm sure the people in Russia, all the people in Russia are not like Putin. I don't know. We just want to be, we want things for us now. We're tired of being slaves for the world. We're tired of being the police for the world and the protectors. But y'all people grow up. Get your own army. I don't want nothing to happen to my grandsons. I've got two grandsons in service now. I don't want nothing to happen to them. And I just pray for the people that are in Washington that they do the right thing and figure out a way to get rid of those Nazis you got in there. See what you can do to get rid of them. Y'all people from those states where you know you got a bad, oh boy, that I wished I hadn't voted for that senator. Uh, he's a nut. Well, we got one. We got one here, Tennessee. We got a nut here, and every time I voted against him, every time, and I told everybody else vote against him. Okay, I guess that's enough of politics. I can't spend every morning I talk to y'all about politics. I guess it's because I'm so upset. I didn't ever think that maybe in my lifetime, there would be a war. I mean, I had to listen to all the stories growing up from my daddy. Um, don't want to be. Let me pass on and go my way uh, before y'all start killing each other again. It's good, strong coffee. Well, oh, let's see. I need to do something constructive today. Oh, I've worked so hard all my life. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I deserve to lay down. I don't know. Well, they got a big, big fire right there on top of it, real close to me. I don't know if I like it or not. I kind of do. Uh, I hadn't talked about anything, you know, nothing. And I know I always say that because it's spaced in here. There's no. Oh, I'm gonna make this little quick video later. I'm wanting to tell somebody something, but don't want to tell them directly. I want to. I guess I don't want to. I want to tell them, but I don't want to tell them directly. Um, it's a mama said. Um, uh, I say uh, my mother, but really it's me. I'm the mama. But I want to tell this little helpful hint, and maybe somehow that person will see it and like, yeah, am I doing that? Uh, so I don't know. Maybe some of y'all in here have that problem. I don't know, but I'm going to do that a little later. It'll be real short because it's it's not a big deal. If I'm not a doctor, if I are, I could maybe a witch doctor. Uh, Now, when we start going outside to work, and y'all know I'm sitting here worrying about it already. When we start going outside to work, once it's warmed up, and some of you have already started, let me say this about that. Don't look at it and like, oh, I've got so much to do. I need to clean this place up out here. Um, oh, just forget it. Just forget it. Okay, here's what you do. You can't clean it all up at one time. You chip away at it. You do a little bit each day or two, whenever. You do a little bit of it. You know, trimming and raking and blowing or whatever you do. You do a little bit of it. And then before you know it, you've got it all done through the summer, uh, through the spring and into the summer. You've got it all done. And it's what it is. It's overwhelming. It really is. It's overwhelming. In the small yard I have, you know, I think the smallest area you have is the worst. I think if you have bigger areas, it doesn't, it's not staring you in the face as much. But yeah, just take on one section like this. I'm gonna do this little like corner here, this little area. Let me clean this up because my daddy always said something, which turns out I found in my life to be true too. He said, if you start one project, you got 5 more to go with it. In other words, if you clean one something up, you got 5 more things that need to be done. So don't worry about that. And I hate that. You know, like, oh, I'm just going to plant this tree here. I'm just going to plant this tree or this little bush. Well, before you know it, I've got all these other things I got to move or find a place for them. I'm moving a bush and I'm putting a bush over here. And, you know, you end up, you got 5 jobs to do. And I heard him say that one time. And I thought, yeah, that's right. Every time I go to do something, there's 5 other things that need to be doing. Um, or you've messed up, or you've stirred up, or you've knocked over, you just keep on with it. So, but just take it in small increments. That's my advice. You can't unless you're going to do like my husband. Now he knows how to. He don't do a little area. He just throws everything away. Then you don't have to worry about it. But I have to. I have to let him do it, and then I go into the garbage. Of it all, most of it anyway. I'll get out there and I'll go to do something, and I'll be looking for my little hand shovel or something like that. And it's gone. And I'm looking around, and it's in the garbage. I'm either lucky enough to get it before the garbage man comes, or I never see it again. There's a lot of things I've wondered what happened to them, and I know where they went. They went to the garbage. I had a sister like that. And I asked her one time, I said, why do you throw good things away that you could use again? Just put them in your storage building. Oh, no, you don't understand. I like to throw stuff away that's good, and then I stand back and I watch the garbage man pick it up with his scooper or dump it in that compressor. I just get thrills over that. I said, what? You grew up just like in the same house I did? Yeah, that's why I like everything thrown away. I'm like, oh, that's crazy talk. I said, would you do me a favor? Do this favor for me? Throw it over your wood fence. And she had a house, but it was just a field back there, and there was no houses. It was just a farm. I said, would you just throw it over your fence? And when I come, I'll look back there and see what I want. And I be darned, I filled up. I put red top bushes all down the side of my yard. I put a crabapple tree in my yard, which it's come and gone now. It didn't live but about 10 years. Rose bushes, all kind of different potted plants. She bought, they wasn't standing upright or something. She flipped them over the fence. And she threw away Grandma's chair one time. You know, one of those big old huge tough chairs. Kind you just sink into and watch TV or something. And I said, what's up? What'd you do to Grandma's chair? Where's Grandma's chair? Oh, I watched the garbage man crunch it up in the bag. And she said, I love that. I said, why didn't you ask me? I'd come got it. Well, I couldn't throw it over the fence, and I wanted to see it crushed. He said, I didn't want you to have it. You're liable to take it home and upholster it, and I'd be jealous of it. Me and her took a upholstery class together. She and her husband both. We all three took it. They too were going to take it, and I asked her to go. I hitched a ride with them, and I graduated from that. So we all three learned how to upholstery. Uh, she said, you take that home? I said, why didn't you upholster it? I don't want to fool with it anymore. You take it home and upholster it, and I'd be jealous. And anyway, Grandma's chair went to the garbage. That thing, I don't know how old it was. But yeah, I was going to upholster it. I was going to take it and fix it. You darn right. Yeah, I was going to fix it up. I said, when she gave that to you, I was mad about it because I knew you wouldn't appreciate it. You know. Oh, she gave me a teacup. And, you know, okay, thank you. I like the teacup, but you should have given me the chair. It would still be here. I'd be sitting in it probably right now. But it is what it is. I imagine there's a lot of people, things get thrown away and they wish they hadn't thrown it away or gave it away, you know. Uh, with me, when I give things away, I go looking for it. And, oh, I don't have that, you know. But you can't keep everything, I guess. You can't keep, I'm sure trying. I'm the heck trying. And my husband's thought to that is, no, just throw it away. When you need it, you can go buy it. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not getting the same. When you buy it, it's cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. You know, it's like our cars too. They're more plastic than anything. I think my little car out there might be all plastic. You know? I don't know. I think it is. Now, except for the frame. It's supposed to have this super frame that protects you, you know. Because it's such a tiny little car. But I think it's all plastic. I don't want to, you know, I've had to protect that car like it's a piece of jewelry. And who do I have to protect it from, or what? Men, men wanting to pick it up. I bet I can pick that car up right there. I bet I can pick one side of that car up. I said, don't do that. It's made of plastic, okay? And it'll pop and snap, and you'll probably break it, and you'll have to pay me some money for it. And then they would kind of, you know, hesitate. Why do men do that? Why do they all want to pick my car up? It's a little smart car. Of course, they got cars now that's littler than that. But I'm not going to talk about my car anymore. I'm going to stop. Well, I'll come back and I want to make that little video because that's in my head, about telling this person. You know, I want to help them, and I'm watching them, and I'm seeing them suffer a lot. You know, I want to tell them, but I'm going to try to tell them with my video. I could write them directly, but, and I don't know, maybe some of you are that way. You want to tell me something, and you don't know how to tell me. You don't want to hurt my feelings, and probably wouldn't do it anyway, you know. So I'm going to try this, and maybe it'll help somebody else. Maybe they have that problem. But I learned this through myself and my children. So, but anyway, Easter's coming, isn't it? I've collected rabbits, and I might show y'all all my collection soon. You know, show you all my rabbits. I've got a lot of chickens around here, but I actually like rabbits better than I do chickens. But anyway, I guess I'll go, and I hope y'all can see this when you get to drink your coffee. And I'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.